So, these tomatoes right here are heirloom tomatoes. They're from my dad's dad in Italy. So these seeds that he grows, he saves the seeds every year. These seeds are probably almost 200 years old for these tomatoes right here. So these tomatoes, we use them in a couple different dishes. Our heirloom tomato watermelon salad, we also use them in the caprese salad, the salad with the fresh basil and the fresh mozzarella. The basil we use is actually down this way. Are some more heirloom tomatoes that we use in the tomato watermelon salad. They're tiger striped tomatoes. So we have some yellow and green ones, and we have like some red. If you see, there's like a little couple stripes of some green in there as well. These are all heirloom tomatoes. All the seeds we use are non-GMO. They're mostly saved from what he had grown the previous years.
It's
like a
beets.
candy cane.
Looked away. Usually a beet is completely red.
All red, all yellow.
This, or
They're called candy stripe, candy cane, something like that.
Chioggia,
Everybody calls them
from
something
the
different, yeah.
original city in Italy. And it's much sweeter than the other.
Okay, so these are purple tomatillas. So normally they're green, and we use these. Occasionally we'll do a fish taco, and then we'll make like a fresh pico out of here with some fresh cilantro, a little bit of red onion, some garlic confit. And these are, it's different. You don't really see a purple tomatilla. Mostly they're green, and they have like a husk on there. You just peel them off and eat it. This is it's in the family of a berry, so it's more of a berry than it is a tomato, but it looks like a tomato. Right here we have a couple different peppers that we use at the restaurant. Right here are these are hot peppers. So if you ever see peppers growing in a garden, the ones that face up are hot, the ones that face down like this are sweet. So Mark, I think your dad the other day when he was there, he had the Pasta Diablo that we were running as a special. We use these peppers. They're called Inferno peppers. Those are also the peppers that we use for stuffed banana pepper appetizer, and also the peppers that we use for the pickled banana peppers that we occasionally put on specials. I'm going to give you a jar of those before you go. We also have some poblano peppers here, some bell peppers, just a little mix of everything. What we have right here is a cayenne pepper. So basically like your hot sauce are made out of these. We take these and then we leave them on the stem and dry them upside down. You could make your own crushed red pepper out of here. You just dry them and crush them up and use it to sprinkle on your pasta or whatever. Those are really good. I've also, at the restaurant, I've taken these and I've made a harissa paste out of it, which is spicy. It's really good with chicken or pork or something like that. You just make your paste and you can basically marinate your protein in there a day or two prior. It is really spicy though, so if you like spicy things, that's the way to go. So we have a whole bunch of herbs here. Rosemary, we use a lot of the rosemary in a new dish that's on our new summertime menu. It's the braised pork belly with risotto. So we take some fresh rosemary and also some fresh thyme. It's down this way, and we braise the pork bellies in now with a little homemade veal demi that we make. Here's some celery that we use. This is fresh sage. This is one of my favorites. We use this in the chicken salt and boca. We take a couple leaves of this and some homemade pancetta, put on the chicken breast, slightly pound it out, and then just sear it, roast it in the oven with a little lemon butter sauce. We have fresh basil. There's probably 5 or 8 different kinds of basil. We have lemon basil, opal basil, cinnamon basil, pineapple basil. I think you have chocolate basil. That's the opal basil down there on the end. Here's the fresh thyme. These are a couple different kinds of basil. That purple basil down there is the opal basil.
My father did it. My grandfather did it. And back in York County, it was most a necessity. So it's not for pleasure, but for what you needed, because you just didn't go out to shop and save or Giant Eagle and purchase whatever. So you had to grow it your own. Oh, here comes Rich now. And with my father around, my grandfather, everybody in my family did the gardening. And you know what? And to me, now it's almost a necessity for Richard. But for me, it's a way of relaxing.